Hello, I'm Camilla, and I have different professions because I'm interested in a lot of things. And so um, I basically started in the theater as an actress and director. Um, yeah. And I grew up in East Germany in the countryside after the wall came down. And I was very lucky to meet art very early in my life. And so I went to the theater quite soon. And I really, really wanted to work at a big state theater. And so I did. And I spent many years in the theater scene till the COVID-19 pandemic came and stopped me working at the theater. And so a lot of cultural places closed, had to close, and people felt alone. Public debates became weak, and so I started to ask myself, what else can I do? And together with some other people, I started the group HRB plus C, and we built some sculptures and put them during the night into the cities because we were not allowed to. And so people could not go to the theater, but they could still walk on the streets and maybe see our sculptures or other things. And there on the streets, I saw people were like thirsty for art and for meeting each other. And I had to think about our society, cultural places, and the rules of big cultural institutions. And so I asked myself more and more, why are cultural places important for society? And also I learned to question, or yeah, I questioned myself with the old idea of art, and I had to reset it kind of. And this took me some years walking through this question. And yeah, what are cultural places? They're not decoration. They're basic parts of our life living together. They are places where people talk, play, argue about society. And culture happens when people meet and share stories, ideas, and differences. Culture places are training fields for living together. Society is not fixed. It's always fluent, or like a fluidum. It is always changing, but we must talk about how we want to live together. Cultural places train us in democracy, community, and listening. And as I told you in the beginning, I grew up, or I don't know, did I? Yeah, I told you I grew up in East Germany. And this is a really big chapter for me in thinking about our society and art. Because after 1990, East and West Germany came together, and West German rules and structures were taken over. And East German experience were kind of ignored, or it felt like it. And this made people feel devalued. Their lives and traditions were not respected or not seen by the other peoples. Yeah. And many felt like that they did not belong to the new Germany, or yeah. And this is a very important theme because this helped the right wing movements grow. And it's not the problem of migration. The problem is a feeling of being left behind. So no exchange leads to social division and identity problems. And so I think East Germany, or the rural East Germany, shows it quite clearly, and is also kind of a warning today. We have to learn from that. We must make place where past and present meet, where new forms of belonging can grow. Without places for diversity, people ask for uniformity. So, like, we see now in the States and everywhere else. And authoritarian ideas get much stronger in these times. And so, okay, now I'm coming from the theater, and I would say that independent performing arts are not only art, they can help to for education, for society and politics. They help for social innovation, for change. They are open to all generations and backgrounds. They make society stronger and help cities and countrysides to connect. And this is one of a big thing actually in my head in the last months, because we have a huge difference between cities and beyond cities. Our society always thinks that culture is in cities, like in big state theaters or other things, but we're not really looking what is beyond this. And yeah, what is culture? Is it the elite culture that we see like in an opera and somewhere else, or is culture also some other things? Connections between people and what they, what is their package? So, but let's take a view now to our city here in Berlin. We have the same problem here since last year, or this year. The cultural budget got cut like 12%, which is a lot. Because if you see the money of the whole city, the budget was till last year only 2%, and they got cut now. And this is such a huge theme in my opinion, because at the same time they're going billions of euros to the highway A100 for just a couple of meters, and on the other side we don't get these areas to meet up, to exchange. Yeah, what I did talk about already. And also the politicians raise up their own salaries and everything. It's I don't get what they are working for, and this makes me asking you, how do we want to live together and what do we want to stand for? Because I think we have to raise up our voices and whatever each one of you wants to do. Because in that way, if we just leave it alone, the elite culture, yeah, will get much stronger, and everything else will cut down. I mean, in the Berlin cuts, it is really crazy that all the big stages still get their money, and all the social things like also linksorientiert, politisch linksorientiert, political left. Yeah, all these projects don't get any money anymore. So there is a political grabbing, or yeah. And this is not what art is, because art is not supposed to connect or to be hidden by the politics. It must be free. It must be free. So when we talk about the future, about changes, about unity, we really ask, which culture place do we want and for whom? We need culture places as diversity spaces. They're more than entertainment. They're lab, shelter, and mirror. We need culture places as democracy space. Here we practice arguments, criticism, and finding solutions. We need culture places as community spaces. They connect us across borders and reduce prejudice. We need culture places as future spaces. New ideas, new ways of living together, new models for society grow here. Culture places are not luxury. They are the ground of a living democracy and caring society. If we cut them, we cut our future. Let us begin. Let us look. Let us take responsibility, not as a burden, but as a gift. The world we want does not start in the future. It starts here, and it starts in us. And if you want to do something, because now sometimes we're lost, kind of, I don't know what to do, because this is so much, and I don't know where can I start. In the handout, you'll find the last page, some examples. What you could do as, for yourself or for the against the cuts in Berlin. So you can find the political leaders and write to them. Written words have a lot of effects. So you can also use the words I wrote down, just take them. They're not mine. There are some ideas, but yeah, if you want, take them. Then second thing is to inform yourself and to connect. So there are so many demonstrations against the culture cuts. And one of the initiative is Berlin is culture with a hashtag before. And they organize so many things. And just take a look on their website. You get informed when is the next demonstration. And they also have online calls and everything. So they do really a lot and have every week a meeting. So if you want to join, you can, but you don't have to. You can also ask your mother or who else is coming to visit you and go with them to the demonstration and be colorful and yourself. And yeah. Everyone. Yeah, I think you should try it. Yeah. Yeah. What else? You could also donate, and but the most important thing is to make it visible. And you can use social media or the donations or other events, but try it. Just try it. Give it a try. Yeah. So this is a short introduction to what is going on in my head at the time. And yeah, I'm looking forward seeing you somewhere on the streets or at the festival or whatever. But let's meet and let's not separate us from each other. Thank you.